Greetings guys, my name is Beppa Namwinga. We're going to be revising Mathematics Paper 2, 2017, question 9. So, this is my last video. So guys, I know maybe we haven't done well Mathematics Paper 1, but we can still make it. We can balance it up with Paper 2. Okay.
All right, everyone. I hope everyone is just fine. Welcome to probably the last video to some of you, because tomorrow you'll be writing Mathematics Paper 2. Yes, 2023 internal exam. So we have 2017 Paper 2 question 9 on the board. Let's revise 8. If you look at this, this is earth geometry. And usually earth geometry in the final exam, it comes as an associate. So what I mean by saying associate, I mean that earth geometry is accompanied with another topic. So in this case is calculus, which is here, calculus. Sometimes it may be mensuration, okay? Mensuration, but here it's calculus. So in this case, so if it's calculus here, that is with earth geometry, so it means that mensuration is in section A, the compulsory part of paper 2. Now, if it's mensuration is here, then calculus is in section A. Let's get it started and waste no more time. So this is the earth geometry, the surface of the earth. We have the points W, X, Y, and Z. You have the latitudes latitude 80 and 30 degrees south. We have 105 east and 15 degrees west. Calculate the difference in latitude between W and Y. So when you are calculating the difference in latitude, W, look at where the latitude at which W is. So W is on latitude 80 degrees north. So this is question. So W is on 80 degrees north, and Y is on 30 degrees south. 30 degrees south. The fact that they are on the different hemisphere, which is, north and south, we add. So when we add 80 plus 30, the answer is 110 degrees. Not north-south, so no sign. It's just the degrees there, 110 degrees. Then, the second question is, calculate the distance in nautical miles between X and Z. X and Z along the line of longitude 105 degrees east. So X and Z, where is X? X is here, X and Z. This is the line of longitude. So when you are finding distance along the line of longitude, this is what you do. So this is 2. We are finding XZ. The formula is XZ is equal to theta over 360 degrees multiplied by 2 pi r. Take note that the r here, the radius of the earth, is capital, is a capital letter, r. Now, this theta, since the distance is longitude, then the theta is the difference in latitude between X and Z. Now, when you look at X is on latitude 80 degrees north, Z is on 30 degrees south. So we've already calculated this is the same as X and W and Y, which is 80 and 30. When you add, is 110. So here just substitute with 110 degrees over 360 degrees multiplied by 2. multiplied by 3.142 as given in the question, multiplied by the radius of the earth. In this case, we are asked to leave our answer, distance in nautical miles. So we're automatically going to use 3437. So when you punch these digits on the calculator, we will have 6,599.421889. Okay. Now, since the degree of accuracy is not specified here, in which we should leave our answer in 2. According to the instructions in the exam, we are advised to correct any number or any answer to 3 significant figures. So this is the first significant figure, second, third. So this is the third significant figure, and after this, the number after the 9 is greater than 5. So add 1 to this one, and this one becomes 10, and so we add 1 to this one and becomes 6,600 nautical miles. So 60,600 nautical miles, that's the distance along the line of latitude between X and Z. Number 3. The third question is YZ. Where is YZ? YZ. This is distance along the line of latitude 30 degrees south. Now, which formula do we use when calculating distance along the line of latitude? Yes.
We're going to use theta over 360.
Okay, so you are saying YZ is equal to theta over 360 times 2
times
pi r cos x. Oh, okay, cos x. Yes, that's correct. So, since we are finding distance along the line of latitude YZ, then theta is the difference in longitude. It's as simple as that. So, the difference in longitude between y and z, let's look at the longitude in which y is. Y is on longitude 15 degrees west. Where is another one? Z is on longitude 105 degrees east. The fact that this one is on the other hemisphere and the other one is on the western hemisphere, we add. So, theta is equal to 15 degrees plus 105 degrees. So when you add these, the answer will be 120. Oh, okay, 120 degrees. Then we substitute 120 degrees where there is theta here. So our YZ is equal to 120 over 360 degrees multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3.142 multiplied by r is the radius of the earth, which is 3437. Then you have cos what? Cos x. Now, x is the latitude in which YZ is. YZ is on latitude 30 degrees east, which is just east, south, which is just 30 degrees. Now, when you punch these digits on the calculator, we are going to have 6234.8734. That's all. When you round this one off to 3 significant figures, it will be 1, 2, 3. And this one is less than 5. So this number will be maintained as 63 or 6230 nautical miles. So this is how you answer earth geometry questions. Now, sometimes they may ask you to calculate the distance of the line of of the circle of latitude. If they have not specified a distance between this and this, they have just said distance along the line of latitude or the length of the circle of latitude. They are simply telling you to find the circumference of the circle. Now, the circumference of the circle of latitude is given by the formula. What is the formula for circumference of the circle? C is equal to 2 pi r cos x. So you use this one. So you have to be very careful when it comes to the question here. So make sure that if they're just saying circle of latitude, then you use this for circumference. Okay? So since they have not asked that one, who are we to include this question? Okay. All right. So now we are done with earth geometry. Let's go to calculus, which is the last question. The last question, so we're going to erase this part so that we create space. Okay. All right, so this is the calculus question, and the question reads, find the coordinates of the points on the curve y, this is the curve, the function, where the gradient is 0. So I want to come up with two things. Number one, you need to have the function. Number two, there is this extra information that the gradient is 0. The gradient is where the gradient is 0 is the stationary point. In some books or some past papers or in exams, they will not say the gradient is 0. They will say at stationary point. So stationary point is the same as gradient is 0. So now, let's solve this one. So this is question B. You write the equation, which is the function y is equal to 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 36x minus 3. If you look at this equation, it's already in the standard or in order. There's nothing like changing it before we do our dy dx or differentiation. No, it's just nice and direct. So the first step is to derivate this equation. To derivate, it means that it's the same as to differentiate y with respect to x. All right. So this one will be dy dx is equal to, what you do is, the coefficient here will be multiplied with the power, and the power at the same time reduces by 1. So it will be 2 times 3x 3 minus 1. You do the same at every term. 3 minus 3 times 2, x 2 minus 1 minus 336. The power here is just 1. Then x 1 minus 1. Then the derivative of a constant number is 0. So here is the same as we have 0. So let's not write the 3 because the dy dx of a constant number is 0. All right. So dy dx is equal to r.
Can you please explain the minus 36 for the ones who come in?
Oh, on the minus 36 here. This x is raised to the power 1. Right? So the 1 will be multiplied with the negative 36, which is this one. And then the same 1 will be reduced by 1, which is 1 minus 1. So it's just that it's invisible here. Here, it's invisible. Okay? You can write x to the power 1. Now, 2 times 3 is what? 6x to 6x what? Squared. Minus this times this one, 6x, right? This is one, eh? So this is what I'm from saying. You can't just write, we can't write 1 here. Just know that it's raised to the power what? 1. Okay. Then this one is negative 36. 36. Aye. Negative 36. Then 1 minus 1. Anything raised to the power 0, according to one of the laws of indices, anything raised to the power 0 is what? 1. Good. So it's just the same as 36 here. Now listen and listen very carefully. We are told that the gradient is 0. So where there is dy dx here, we substitute with what? 0. So you have, it's same as we have 6x squared minus 6x minus 36 is equal to 0. Okay? Is equal to 0. Now, when you look at, if you look at this equation is a quadratic equation. Now, there is something common if you look at this function. What is common here is 6. So before you even start solving, you can reduce to make your work easy. So we divide throughout by 6, even here by 6. So 6 is 6, we remain with x squared. 6 into 6, we remain with x. 6 into 36 is 6 times. Anything 0 divided by any number is just 0. So we have this simple function. All right. Let me just create space here. Okay. So we have this one. So let's factorize this one. So since it's x squared minus x minus, by the way, it's 4 marks, and it's worth it. So you find the product of a and c. So the product a is 1, the coefficient of any variable squared. So it's 1. Then this one is negative 6. So when you multiply, 1 multiplied by negative 6 is negative 6. Then the sum is b, and b here is negative 1. So sum is negative 1. Now let's look for two numbers. Two factors of 6, when you multiply them, they should give you negative 6, and when you add them, they should just give you 1. I think it's 2 and 3, right? So if you write 2 and 3, which one should be negative? 3. If you put 3 negative, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. 2 plus negative 3 is negative 1. Oh, you are right. So you use these, so this one negative 3. So you use these factors to split the b here, so that you factorize by grouping. So this one will be x squared plus 2, and the x here, you attach the x, minus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. Common here is x. X into x squared is what? X into minus 2, so negative 3 into this one, x, okay, negative, positive 3 into 6 is equal to 0. What is common here is x plus what? Plus 2. Then here is x, you just attach this, x minus what? 3 is equal to 0. All right, so x plus 2 is equal to 0, and since we have, let's use and, x minus 3 is equal to 0. So the x is equal to negative 2, and the x on the other side is equal to positive 3. This one will cross the equal sign. So we've only found the values of x. Now, let's use these values to find the y part. Since we are not asked to find the x, the roots, we are asked to find the coordinates c. So it should be x comma y. Now, when x is negative 2, what is the value of y? So we substitute negative 2 into the original function. Now, which one is the original function? Is it this one or this one? This one. Very good. So this one is the original function. So those with calculators, when you substitute 2 here, what is the answer? Remember, when you put 2 here, this is 8, right? 8 times 2, 16, right? This is 4. 4 times 3, 12. So 16 minus 12 is what? 4, right? Then you do the rest. So just use a calculator. Don't want to waste time. So y is equal to 2x is negative. You are using negative 2 cubed minus 3 times negative 2 squared. X is negative 2y. Okay, so this one is negative 8, negative 16. So minus 36 times negative 2 minus 3. Okay. So negative 2, so this is negative 2 to the power 3 is negative 8. Negative 8 times 2 is negative 16. 16. Negative 2 squared is positive 4. Positive 4 times 3 is negative what? 12. 36. Negative 36 times 2 is positive what? 70. 72, right? Minus 3. What is 16 minus 12 plus 72 minus whatever? 3. Negative 3. Forty? 41. Positive or negative? Positive 41. Anyone to confirm? I'm asking for a calculator. I just want to confirm. I don't want to give this one. Okay. All right. So it's negative 16, negative 16 minus 12 plus 7.2 minus 3. 41. Okay, so 41. Now do x is equal to positive 3. So the coordinates, one of the coordinates is 2, negative 2, comma 41. And positive 3, comma, what is y? When you substitute positive 3. 3 to the power 3 is 27. 27 times 2 is 54. Okay? So you have 54 here. So here, 3 squared is 9. 9 times 3, 27. So 54 minus 27 is still 27, right? So 27, 36, negative 36. Let's do your calculations. I'm just waiting for the answer. Quickly. Okay. So what you find after substitution? Okay, let's solve it together. Because my friends here are not doing me justice. Y is equal to 3 cubed minus 3 squared minus 8, 6 in positive 2, 3 minus this one. So this is 27, 7 times 2, 54. This is 9 times 3, 27. Then this is, what is 36 times 3? 36 times 3? Final answer is what? Negative 84. Oh, okay. So negative 84. 84? Yes. 84. So these are the coordinates of the stationary point. Now, when you are solving on your own, it's easy. Just go direct and even save time. So we're not going to answer this one in this video. We'll answer it in the next video because due to time. Thank you very much for watching. All the best.